In today's show, I'm going to be sharing with you 4 reasons why the Bitcoin price continues to crash right now. Just last night, we saw the Bitcoin price drop to $6,500 before bouncing back to where it's currently at. The entire crypto market is looking bearish, and we're going to be discussing this in today's show. Also, Bitcoin price headed for $20,000 to $25,000 zone next year, according to popular crypto analyst Crypto Michael, who shared on Twitter. Bitcoin, all in all, the long-term trend is still fine, aside from a parabolic explosion earlier this year, which is an outburst to the upside. Keeping the trend intact, the market is fine. Onwards to 20 to 25,000 in 2020. We're also going to be taking a look at what one of my favorite analysts, Plan B, has to share regarding the Bitcoin price with the stock-to-flow model, as well as my homie Josh Rager and what he has to share on crypto Twitter. All this plus so much more in today's show. Here at Crypto News Alerts, I drop a brand new episode every day, so be sure to smash that subscribe button and click the bell icon to receive notifications of the latest premium crypto news. And to help celebrate the launch of our podcast, our sponsor, CMDX, the fastest growing health rewards cryptocurrency in the world, is giving away $25 worth of CMDX tokens absolutely free. For full details, click that link right below the video in the description. All right, welcome back to another episode of Crypto News Alerts. I'm your host, JV. Let's dive right into the 4 reasons why the Bitcoin price continues to crash. Reason number 1, BitMEX dumping on the market. Yes, we've said it before, but that doesn't make it less true. One entity that gains whichever way the market goes is BitMEX. Liquidated positions on the futures exchange lead to huge fees collected, which BitMEX has no qualms about dumping straight back onto the market. And checking out the BitMEX margins, we can see the bears are currently in control with about 27 million in superiority in the past 24 hours, with shorts leading the way, but barely, with 50.37% versus 49.63% longs. Are you bullish or bearish on Bitcoin right now? Let me know in the comments right down below. According to analyst Alex Kruger, BitMEX is currently raking in fees as much as 7% of the total combined miner issuance. A large percentage of this is sold right back onto the market. Taking a look at this tweet from Alex Kruger, he wrote, "Not making reference to manipulation, BitMEX is now collecting in fees as much as 7% as all miner issuance combined, maybe slightly less given how fees are not flat. A large percentage is sold into the market, a significant sum for a single entity." So those taking highly leveraged bets on Bitcoin through BitMEX are not only putting themselves in a position to very likely get wrecked, they are also potentially damaging for the whole market. Sadly, a lack of volume on BitMEX isn't necessarily any better. Reason number 2 why the Bitcoin price is crashing right now: shaken confidence after the drop to 7K. Whenever there's a significant drop in BTC price, such as the pre-weekend dump to 7K and like we saw last night to $6,500, many investors lose confidence. Concerned about further losses, they jump ship and accelerate the asset's decline. This shaken out of weak hands is not of great concern to longer-term hodlers or those wishing to increase their Bitcoin bags. After all, some idiots need to buy high and sell low so they can do the opposite. And interestingly enough, when we saw Bitcoin at an all-time high at the end of 2017, we saw more people purchasing Bitcoin than in the history of the crypto. Interesting, isn't it? Reason number 3 why the Bitcoin price is crashing right now: Bitcoin doesn't always respond to macro variables. The U.S. Federal Reserve's continued policy of quantitative easing was supposed to be bullish for Bitcoin, right? Well, the narrative hasn't exactly played out so far. Unfortunately, Bitcoin doesn't always respond to such macro variables. Taking a look at what popular crypto analyst Alex Kruger had to share on the topic, he wrote on Twitter, "Added liquidity can only help price, but Bitcoin doesn't respond to macro variables. It is such an illiquid, fragmented market that in the absence of mass influx of new buyers, actions of a few determine direction, micro, not macro. Only narrative still standing is the halving in the second quarter of 2020. Alex then added to his tweet saying, "This, by the way, is not something bad. It just is what it is. We take it or leave it. I take it. And for reason number 4, why the Bitcoin price is dropping right now is Bitcoin whales are stocking up before the halving. In a market which is readily influenced by the actions of a few, we can't discount the possibility that Bitcoin whales are putting downwards pressure on the price in order to stock up on Bitcoin before next year's halving event in May of 2020. The general consensus is that this will lead to a significant and perhaps permanent price increase. So it makes perfect sense to be holding as much as possible before then. And of course, this doesn't only apply to whales. So what do you think about Bitcoin's price crashing right now? Do you think it will go down maybe sub $6,000 level? Or do you think we're going to bounce right back possibly to the $8,000, $9,000, $10,000 range? Let me know in the comments right down below. And taking a look at the top cryptocurrencies, we can see Bitcoin down 1% in the past 24 hours, currently trading at just above $7,100. And in the middle of the night, we saw it drop as low as $6,500 before bouncing back. Right now, Ethereum is trading at $146, down 2.6%. XRP down 3.3%, trading at just above 22 cents. Miss Litecoin down 1.7%, trading at $47. EOS down 2.7%, trading at $2.53. BNB coin down 3.2%, trading at $15.49. Maker, which had a massive pump just in the past 48 hours, is back in the deep blood red, down 8%, trading at $493. And Link is down 2.2%, currently trading at $2.28. So even though the market is looking extremely bearish right now, what does the future hold? Well, according to this popular crypto analyst, Crypto Michael, he believes that next year we're heading into a $20,000 to $25,000 zone for the Bitcoin price. Let's break it down. The crypto market has been a disappointment lately. Lackluster Bitcoin price action has intensified overall selling activity, but things are in for a welcome change as Bitcoin is expected to explode next year. China made its pro-blockchain and anti-crypto stance pretty clear. The People's Bank of China issued warnings pertaining to cryptos, disrupting the nation's economic and financial order. Governments of top-tier cities, including Beijing, Shanghai, and Shenzhen, put up risk alerts to public warning of illegal fundraising, financial frauds, or pyramid selling. Latest crypto trading crackdowns in China or the usual BitMEX long liquidations could have caused Bitcoin in the crypto markets to slide, but it hasn't deterred a crypto analyst from sharing his long-term bullish outlook for the next year. According to the Amsterdam-based trader and technical analyst, shout out to Amsterdam, Crypto Michael, Bitcoin's long-term trend is still intact. It's one of his tweets from yesterday. Here's what Michael had to say. All in all, the long-term trend is still fine. Aside from a parabolic explosion earlier this year, which is an outburst to the upside, keeping the trend intact, the market is fine. Onwards to 20 to 25,000 in 2020. And he also went on to share to Twitter, whatever movements there are now, whether we go back to 7,800 prior to any further downwards movement, I do believe that the asset Bitcoin is one of the few bullish assets macro-wise for the coming years. Bottoming 6,200 to 6,500, question mark? Hell yes, I'll be happy. Stack some more Bitcoin. And taking a look at some of the replies to Michael's tweet, Mr. Redcoin wrote, we're kind of in a mini bear market. The funny thing is that Bitcoin is rising and dominance is descending. I'm in for an alt season the coming months. Alts already had their Bitcoin lows. In 1 year, we will laugh about these prices. Soulmart replied, hope it stays at the bottom for a while so I have time to buy. I think many people can relate to what he had to share. Kumar replied, me too. Don't think it should fall beyond the $6,000 range. Let's hope for the best. Thanks for sharing. This sentiment was reiterated by Bitcoin Stock the Flow Propounder Plan B when the market entered a rapid downturn mode with a 17 to 20% drop. It was just another day for the Bitcoin price. According to the seasoned analyst, here's what he had to share on Twitter. Some people panicking about this negative 17% week. It's just normal Bitcoin behavior. Note we're still up 2x year to date. And yes, the Stock the Flow model is just fine. Nothing out of the ordinary. My boy Crypto Don Fepe responded, indeed, Rockstar, just normal Bitcoin behavior. Absolutely don't panic and don't be a set of weak hands. Winston replied, for 21 million Bitcoin, max supply allowed to be worth $1 million each, as the graph suggests. That would be $21 trillion in the market cap. Broad money supply is $85 trillion, and Bitcoin just can't take that much share. There is zero chance of this happening. And Bitcoin Moons responded to that saying, oh, it'll happen and a lot more. There's much more than money out there. Gold, real estate, bonds, stocks, etc. When Bitcoin equals just gold's market cap, we're looking at a $400,000 coin. And last coin standing responded, LOL, which is the sounder, harder, guaranteed, scarcer, more neutral money, not just now, but increasingly over time. The better question is, why would any other currency occupy the market share versus Bitcoin? USD only exists in its current form through imposed enforcement. Seems it's quite difficult for mainstream media outlets to understand Bitcoin's supply price mechanism. It is in situations like these when bashers and haters, Peter Schiff, see an opportunity to corroborate their critical thoughts. When Dr. Doom, Nouriel Roubini did something similar, it didn't come as a surprise. However, Blockstream CSO Samson Mao today provided a convincing argument as to why Bitcoin was down. The upcoming Bitcoin halving will take care of the volatility, he said. Here's what he had to share on Twitter. Bitcoin is down because we're still in the phase where we mint 1,800 Bitcoin a day. At $9,000 price levels, 16.2 million a day is required to maintain a stable price. The upcoming halving will fix this. Weak hands can GTFO. Get the mother out. You know what I mean? The total crypto market cap is $189 billion, with $123 billion in volume in the past 24 hours. So the volume has increased significantly, and the Bitcoin dominance, same as yesterday, 66%. Even. And taking a look at the top cryptocurrency gainers in the past 24 hours, we have Storium up a whopping 296%. Holy moly. However, the volume says it all. Only $34,000 in volume in the past 24 hours, currently trading at just above 53 cents. Fusion up 80%, currently trading at just below 97 cents. Matic Network up 7%, trading at 1.8 cents. Rift token up 2%, trading at 6.3 cents. Cosmos up 2%, trading at $3.30. And EDU Care up 1.9%, trading at just above 10 cents. And for the biggest losers in the past 24 hours, Molecular Future down about 20%, trading at 87 cents. BitMEX token down 16%, trading at 4.7 cents. Hypercash down 13.8%, trading at $1.10. ABBC coin down 12%, trading at just below 17 cents. ZB down 11%, trading at 18.6 cents. And Maker down 11.9%, trading at $477.95. And taking a look at the Crypto Greed and Fear Index, right now we're in extreme fear with the 17 rating. Yesterday was extreme fear with a 21 rating. Last week was fear with a 32 rating, and last month was a 54 rating, which equals neutral. If you're not familiar with this, extreme fear can be a sign that investors are too worried. This can be a buying opportunity. Wink, wink. And when investors are getting too greedy, that means the market is due for a correction. And taking a look at what crypto analyst Josh Rager had to share on Twitter, Bitcoin weekly dose, 18% drop this week, and currently trying to hang out to the 6,800s. Funding still positive, so not overly bearish at this point, as 6,300s would be an eventual target here. The only question is, does it bounce back up to the high 7,000s before or after the next drop? What do you think? Let me know in the comments right down below. Well, that's going to conclude today's show. As always, I appreciate you tuning in and journeying along with me through this crypto matrix. If you haven't done so already, be sure to smash that subscribe button and click the bell icon to receive notifications of the latest premium crypto news. And before I go, I want to give a special thanks to our sponsor, CMDX, the fastest growing health rewards cryptocurrency in the world. To help celebrate the launch of our podcast, they're giving away $25 worth of CMDX tokens absolutely free. For full details, click the link right below this video in the description. It's going to take you to this page. Enter your best email, click the orange button which says, yes, I want $25 in free CMDX, and our sponsor will take care of you and send you some free cryptocurrency. I look forward to seeing you on tomorrow's episode. Peace.